But yeah, let's get started. We're starting a little bit late, and because scheduling is fun.
Sorry, guys.
It's not your fault. It's schedule's fault. The great, the great Dark Lord scheduled on. Sorry, I've been like reading a ton of Lord of the Rings lately for the first time, and I'm just like,
all the jokes are gonna be Lord of the Rings themed tonight.
nah.
Dude, good for you. They're good books.
Yeah, I finished The Hobbit, and now I'm like 2 chapters left of The Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh,
Nice.
Very cool.
And then
Yeah.
and then after I finish Lord of the Rings and on the Silmarillion, I don't know what I'll read. Well, I have an idea of what I'm gonna read, but I found
Children of Huron.
I don't know who that is.
That's another tale from Middle Earth. It's predates the Lord of the Rings by a few hundred or 1,000 years.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do more Lord of the Rings after this. I might have to take a break, but
It's like a super dark, like really dark story.
she got nightlights.
That you might enjoy.
Horror, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about reading Shogun, and then I saw that was like a 50-hour book, and I was like, well, I wouldn't have to buy anything for a while.
Yeah, that's a long read.
But it's I heard it's like one of those ones that is like acclaimed, like very good.
Worth it. Worth the 50 hours.
Yep. But any poop. Let's get started then. So first off, I feel like I should do like a couple seconds of silence so that way I can find it easily. Okay, yeah, because that was the trouble, I think, the last time, because I was trying to find where it was. I'm like, I don't know where this thing starts. Also, YouTube fought me for the whole month trying to get the video up, so it will be live tomorrow. Finally was able to get it up. But yeah, we're gonna pretty much in a second introduce these characters, and players and characters. But if you guys are here for the first time or first time in a long time or watching the YouTube, welcome. This is the City of Mist, which will be probably renamed by the time we get to session 12, so that way people can actually find it. Yeah, this all takes place in the world of Mykrin, where we have multiple other campaigns happening, which all of them seem to go on hiatus at the same time due to scheduling. But yeah, so pretty much that is going on. We will do a recap in a second, but yeah, how about this to introduce our characters, and that way I can put it in the initiative tracker. Why doesn't everyone roll initiative? And we will, because we're gonna be starting there. Also, I was thinking about it, and while you guys are rolling that, I think me and my hastiness of like, I want a cool story and trap lore made Ash go back farther than he should, because he was following on tail. So
I was supposed to be right on Lor's butt.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put you right there. All right.
Okay.
Or you can be there, or like any of those 4 tiles around there, like behind him. So
Probably here.
all right. So yeah, we'll do that, because I was sitting there thinking about it like this week, and I was like, yeah, they were sticking pretty close to each other, and it's like
I would have stayed right on his butt when he decided to just hastily run away.
yeah.
Yep.
Ash known runawayer. But yeah, what did everyone roll?
I have a 10.
A 10. Alright.
Is my initiative bone?
Lore.
Question.
I have 14.
Alrighty.
That is not high enough, Lore.
No.
No.
I got a nice dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice. There
Nice.
we go.
And
I got a 17.
17.
Nice.
Alrighty. So, and that is the order that we will introduce ourselves. So, Josh. Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. My name is Josh, also known as J to the Low on the socials, or Joshua to the Logan, because J to the Low is taken on most of the socials by random girls that I don't know. Anyway, I am playing a cleric, as far as anyone knows, named Aesheon Kaetchuum. Gotta catch 'em all. And he is a blue tiefling warlock who is about to kick some shadowy creature butt and or die. So let's
Only two options.
the only two options that exist.
All
So
right.
let's do this. It's gonna be fun. Oh, also, Little Ash is with me in my backpack.
Yeah,
So
he's somewhere in here, but
well, you tell me where he is. He's your NPC. So
yeah. Well, we've been saying that he's in your backpack, but we really haven't let him do anything yet. So, well, he's
downside of
done
being an NPC.
Yeah. So, yeah. So next is Zach.
Who?
Nate, you.
Nate,
Yes,
why
sorry.
did I write Zach on your thing? I was like,
I don't know. I was like, I'm pretty sure he means me, but my name's not Zach.
yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I just looked over and I was like, why did I write Zach? I'm like, that's not his name.
Yeah. Yeah. So my name is Nate. I play Zephan, the handsome and roguish rogue of the party who really likes sneaking around. Yeah, I enjoy sneaking and hiding because I'm not a fan of combat.
Oh no. I didn't know that.
All right. Next up is John.
My name is John. I play Lord Dockham, who is the former military commander and fighter of the group who finds himself as the current maintenance man for the organization. And so generally grumpy, cantankerous, doesn't really like anybody. So that's my MO.
Resident Angry Man.
Resident Angry Man.
Angry man.
And last but certainly not least, Elizabeth, how are you?
Good. I'm tired. I'm Elizabeth. I am playing Zevarra Gallina, who is a half-elf paladin with a dark past and way too many voices in her head for anyone's liking, who's just trying to find her way in this crazy group.
Alrighty. So, quick update for what is happening, because as we said, it's been almost a month since the players have been able to play, and yeah, people watching. So in short, this group is part of a organization called the Raven Scales. I believe that's what it's called. I have it written somewhere, but I can't find that currently.
The Raven Scales Detective Agency.
Yeah. Wow, memory, amazing. While they all were brought together and work for Susan, a Kaetchuum detective, who in episode 1 went missing, and then everyone quite literally went off their rocker as they were trying to find out where she is. And now they are pretty much the city of Halcyon Peaks, a city in a hollowed out mountain, is telling them, look, we need you to start doing cases to fill Susan's shoes, otherwise we're gonna have to look for other means. So they're on course to go and find pretty much the case that they took on is trying to find some lost children, and in finding that led them to Crest Haven, which is pretty much the high class of the Cloud District, which is the section of Halcyon Peaks that they're in. So they are there. They are exploring to the part where they met a very confusing person that knows more than they are definitely letting them know. they went into a mirror dimension where they learned a whole bunch of other different things, especially about Susan. And now they they got into a little bit of a situation, a little bit of a sitch, as some may call it. Nobody would, but yeah, here we are. I have to sneeze, but yeah.
Preemptive Gesundheit.
Yes,
Bless you.
right now I am distracted of trying to remember which one of these dumb songs works.
You had it labeled.
Yes, and I couldn't find it.
Hold on, we wrote one down at one point.
What is this one?
To the Wave is the one you always want, Dave.
To the Wave? Oh, Call to the Wave. Yeah, I think Call to the Wave is the suspenseful looking around. But now
Does anyone else hear two sounds at the same time?
Yeah.
you might need to refresh.
Okay.
'Cause I
I don't hear any other sounds.
Yeah, I stopped playing. That or make sure the stream isn't up. I don't know if you guys have the stream up or
I
not.
don't have the stream up now.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
you-
it's
but it's
scary
muted.
battle music now.
That
well,
sounds better.
let me write
Okay.
this note that Elizabeth
bite.
rolls with disadvantage for the night for not watching it now. Alrighty. So, yep, I'm Maruz. We're here to fight. And who knows? Will someone die? I don't know. But, yeah. So, while we're waiting for everyone to come back in, what you guys see around you, pretty much, I don't think Zephan sees it right now as he's kind of behind kind of slightly broken door, but what everyone can see is that you see these shadows, and like just ignore the art here because that's the best I had, but they pretty much are these like humanoid looking shadows that seem to like, I don't know, it seems like they have just these large like appendages that they're coming out of their hands, like just kind of long claws, and it looks like they kind of have like a hunchback as they're coming over, and this where you would assume a mouth would be as like this dark like mist foam is like kind of inhaling and exhaling to look like someone is breathing, and you just hear like I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls too, but you hear this like belabored breathing, and as we go forward, and it looks like they're getting ready to attack, but Ash rolled a 20. So Ash, you were first. Make it count.
Oh, this is not super awesome. So Ash is gonna step right here, right next to Lor. Before Ash acts, can he try to roll some sort of knowledge check to figure out, like, would I be rolling Arcana? Like,
What are you trying to find out?
I'm just trying to figure out what the heck these are. Like, right now he thinks he knows what they are,
Yeah, roll Arcana.
based on the fact that they're all basically shadowy.
Did
But
I not put that song on
let's
repeat?
see if he's.
I did.
Oh, that's wonderful. So he just rolled a natural 1. So
Ugh.
he doesn't. Yeah, that was great.
You
So
forgot
you-
knowledge.
You forget everything you knew about them.
He steps in. He's so scared of everything that's about to happen. He doesn't even know what's happening. And he readies an action as soon as the creatures are within 5 feet of him.
Alrighty. Okay, sounds good. I'm just checking. Alrighty. These are big dumb boys and girls. I don't know
Like,
what they're.
so right now
genders
they're
are.
all 10 feet away from you, right, Dave? Or would
Yeah.
they-
Well, these two are.
Those two are 10 feet from you.
Oh yeah.
Or
No,
would
yeah.
they be-
They're all 10 foot. They're all 10 foot away.
Okay. So they have to be in the square next to me to be 5 feet. All right. Yeah, so as soon as these guys come up to me or come up to Lor, I'm gonna stop holding my action.
Alrighty. I just realized I forgot to. I'm just writing their colors down to which.
Should I roll initiative for Little Ash?
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
That's an 11 for Little Ash.
Is that 11?
11, yeah.
Okay. And remember, he's sickened right now.
Oh, that's right.
Because
Sickened makes him...
So wasn't
what
that
the-
one level of exhaustion?
say it again. Sorry.
Didn't we take a level of exhaustion? That's what it was mechanically.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think everyone, you guys had enough potions or were able to roll out of it. So I think the only person that's affected of it by it is Little Ash.
Yeah.
Okay, he just has disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah.
Got you. I just want to make sure what it was.
Sorry. I gotta. Oh. What's going on here?
And as I step up to Lor, I just tell him, "Don't let them touch you."
Lor gives a silent nod in understanding.
No, totally. Let them touch you. Anyway, speaking about touching, it is now one of my beautiful, beautiful shade boys. It's to come up, and it is blue down here, and he's gonna move right here, and he is going to take a swipe. Let's see. We'll do this.
Can he attack from a diagonal?
I assumed everyone attacks from diagonal.
Well, I thought you could only attack if you were on one of the crosses to someone.
I don't know. I've been
What's your
attacked.
ruling?
I always assumed you guys could. This is one of the things, guys. For anyone that doesn't know, this is their second combat.
I know.
I'm just asking.
Yeah,
We're
I
11
just
sessions
assumed.
in.
I assumed that you guys could attack as long as you are adjacent to them. That's how I always done it. But if you want to look it up real quick, if I'm wrong, I will move him over 5 foot to be right in front of Lor.
Board Game Geek says you can attack someone in a diagonally adjacent square. Adjacent means all 8 squares touching your square.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. No, it's good to check.
No, because if he had to be in a different spot, that just makes my plan better.
Better, I know.
So yeah, so he's gonna roll. Let's see. Alrighty. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Okay, does a 15 hit?
Does.
Oh,
All right. Oh gosh. Anyway,
Good.
so that's 13 points of damage.
oh, brutal.
And then, let's see, hold on, let's see. Yeah, this looks like it just happens.
Oh gosh.
Okay, that ain't bad. 1 point of strength damage. Your strength score is reduced by 1.
What?
Yeah,
How
it's
do I-
strength drain. And if he gets you to 0, you turn into a shadow.
How do I record that?
I don't know.
I would just note it in your notes for now.
Yeah.
maybe you can't tell us, Dave, but would this be something we would get back from a long rest, or it's like permanent?
I will let you
I
guys do
guess-
knowledge checks on it, like, because right
Okay.
now, yeah.
I guess the issue that would impact my attack modifiers, though, right?
Yeah.
If you go under and even.
So your next
Okay.
one, Johnny.
Right,
would
right, right.
be-
Yeah, if you have an odd number, you're still good. It's pretty much
Yeah.
every even number, then it will start going down. But that is its turn.
Oh gosh, we need to kill these guys quick.
Next up, Zephan.
Yeah. So I'm going to look at the map here real quick. Shoot.
Yes, as we know,
Double check one last thing here.
as you said, Zephan does not get into combat. Actually, if we think about it, Zephan has been in one more combat than everybody else.
Everyone else, yeah.
Zephan almost died. Basically, if Zephan gets hit, he's no longer alive.
Yeah, he's
If 13 points of damage was not the max, because then that sucks.
yeah. You're like the only group that don't have access to your character sheets, so it's just I have no clue.
You do have
All
access
right.
to our character sheets.
Do
They're
I?
all-
Did you guys put them in here? I guess so. I don't read them. I trust that you guys actually know what you're doing. The other groups I have to actually like, hey, let me look here.
Great, guys. Now we know we can cheat. Dave's not gonna know.
I'll just cheat.
I have 55 hit points and an armor class of 20 from here on out. Though neither of those are physically possible for my character.
No one has to.
Okay. I am. Oh man. Okay. I am going to step around the corner here, and do I have to? Okay. No, I'm not. I'm going to sneak back over this direction.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Is that your full movement?
That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What is my movement? I think it's 30
Probably
feet,
30.
So, I'm not assuming I find that. Yeah. Well, I'm going to move to right there for now.
Alrighty.
Sneaking, though. I'm being very quiet and sneaking.
Okay. Next up is a little boy named Green. Haha, and they are gonna do something similar. Let's see, but they're dumb. So they're gonna go actually right here. Which would, I think, activate Ashes.
Ashes thing.
If he attacks me, it's going to activate.
Alright, well, he's gonna. Well, you know what? We'll do this. I will roll a 1d4, and I will see who it attacks. Evens will be Lore, odds will be Ash. Okay, thank you for absolutely missing the dice tray. Hey. It rolled a 2.
Ugh.
So, let's see. Oh, well, that's a hit. With an 18. Natural 18.
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh, natural 18.
Okay, that's not great. Let's see.
Question is
so-
not great for who?
well, it's a low roll. So
Laura has
7
more
points of
hit points than the
damage.
rest of us, so.
7?
Seven
He's
points of
hurting, but he's not
damage.
dead yet.
And let's see, and 2 points of strength drain.
Oh, brutal. Does that take you to 0?
That takes me to 0.
What does that mean?
No. It takes you
Your strength modifier, not your modifier, your big number, your actual number.
Oh, the big one.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
So
you're
down
say.
3 strength.
You're
right
down
now
3 strength.
So,
from the big number.
so I'm at 13.
When you hit 0
Then-
on that number, that's bad.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so when you said, I was like, how much strength did you actually have?
I was well, if we were doing modifiers, I was like, we're all gonna die.
No.
Next turn.
It's your strength score, not your modifier.
Okay.
I
That
gotcha.
makes
But
more
your
sense.
modifier will change as your strength goes down.
Based on yeah. Okay. So John, I would say just remember what your original strength score was, and then like
I'm keeping track of what's happening.
Yeah.
change it in D&D Beyond, and then we can
Well,
change
that's-
it back if you get it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. They don't let you do that one on the fly, really, which
No,
is
you
annoying.
can click on it, and then it says override score.
Mm,
Click on the actual number.
yeah, no, I did.
It should pull up a window. to
Oh,
the
override
right.
score. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotcha. All right.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, Lor, you now have a chance to give a rebuttal since it is your turn.
Right.
All right, murder it.
Oh, I only have like +1 strength modifier now.
Oh, that's brutal.
All right, so let's see. All right, I'm just gonna attack the green one in front of me.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to attack with my short sword. And that is a 8, which probably is not going to hit.
No. No, it does not.
All right. And I will use my bonus second attack then.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't read that. That is a 7, so that also does not.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
No. What's happening?
I can tell you what's happening. It's now one of my shade boys to go.
We're gonna die.
And
Oh my gosh, this is horrible.
they come up. Boom. And he's like,
And that's going to trigger my action.
alright.
And Aesheon casts Word of Radiance
Alright.
as a cantrip. And what Word of Radiance does is I utter a divine word, and burning radiance erupts from me. So each creature of my choice that's within 5 feet of me must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage.
Nice.
Okay, so that's
So
two
it's a
of them.
saver suck. It's
Yeah.
a little sucky. So they have to beat a DC 13.
Okay.
And I know they have a +1, so they need a 12.
One.
Well, Josh knows they have a +1.
Well, okay, hold on. Just so I can double check. What was it? What
It's a DC 13. You have to hit DC 13.
Okay. So then, red fails, but green passes.
All right, and so red takes 5 points of radiant damage.
All right. Well, you see it take that damage, and it's just like it looks like it was more effective than you thought, as it's just like this like shadowy substance burns away. It's like and just like but it's gonna just come and just swing back around as like you can see like holes poking through it as it's like just kind of disintegrating, but there's still enough as it swings out. Let's see. Does a 10 hit?
No, it did not.
Guesses. Well, that's the end of its turn. All right. Next up is actually Little Ash.
And so what? Ash will say to Little Ash, blast him to the green guy that's right there. And Dave, are you running Little Ash or am I running Little Ash?
I don't have his character sheet, so I'll let you run him until.
Okay. He's gonna
events say
cast. So he's gonna cast. So exciting. He's gonna cast Eldritch Blast, so he has to roll that out.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what his. He gets +1 to it. He rolled a dirty 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
The green guy with a Eldritch Blast. He has to roll his D10. And that's just force damage on D10. And that is 9 points of force damage.
All right.
To green.
That's rough. Yeah, he's just like, save angry man. Just like Kamehamehas.
Aww.
And Lor, still heart of cold, will not pay attention to it. Who knows? I don't want to tell you how to play your character now.
Lor has other things on his mind at the moment.
Like, all he knows is that he's just feeling not great, and then all of a sudden he just hears the bane of his annoyance just saying, screaming its head off. Yeah. Zevarra, it is your turn.
All right. So, Zevarra, very worried and concerned about this, runs up here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And pulls out one of her daggers, slices open her palm, and casts Bane on red, green, and blue. Which is a saving throw for you, a charisma saving throw of DC 13.
Alright. Is it any modifier that gets any what kind of
Charisma.
charisma? Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Which I would assume shadow creatures have 0 charisma.
That's what I'm hoping.
Negative ones.
Yes, negative. Charisma.
Alrighty. So red passes, but blue and green fail.
Okay, so as long as my spell holds, it's a concentration spell. So as long as my spell holds, whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you have to roll a d4 and subtract that number from your rolled number.
Okay.
And that will be Zevarra's turn for right now.
Okay.
Nice.
And finally, my one boy that didn't move is going to come up and flank.
Oh,
Let's
It gives
see.
them advantage on their.
Yeah.
On their.
But I rolled hot garbage. So
finally.
that's a natural 2 and 7, and I don't think 11's hitting. So
Nice.
this one's just like, don't feel too good. and well, yeah, now we're back at the top of the round. Oh wait, hold on, you guys feel a rumbling, and the guy's like, I heard you're here to cheat. I'm just joking. Anyway.
I was like, what the crap is that?
Anyway, Ash, it's your turn.
Ash casts Word of Radiance again, and so they all have. So everyone
But blue.
Everyone but blue has to roll a DC 13. Is it con? Let me just double check. I have to read Word of Radiance again.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. I'll roll.
I think it's a con save. Yeah, it's a con save.
All right. And DC 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. That time only blue fails.
What blue is out of the range?
Oh, sorry, orange. That would have been orange then.
Orange failed.
Yep.
And that is 5 points of radiant damage on orange.
All right. And you notice the same thing, like that was happening to the, well, as we're calling it, red, as like it looks like it's kind of like disintegrating and is doing more damage than one would have thought. But now it is Blue's turn, and let's see. Well, they were real dumb, so we're gonna have him move there, and he's gonna swipe at Lor again. That's a 19.
Oh.
Okay, not too bad. So that is 8 points of damage. And let's see, strength. One point of strength drain. I shouldn't say drain because in another system that's a lot worse than what's actually happening. Oh, actually it is. Yeah, it's called strength drain. Anyway, yeah. So that's its turn.
Just FYI, I'm now down to 8 points of damage left.
Yeah, if only you had like a cleric or something. Anyway, Zephan, you coward, what are you doing up there?
I'm going to take the dash action. Well, I can move to that one right there, I think. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yep. So I can move to there. And then I am going to... I am going to yell.
Alright.
I'm going to use Vicious Mockery.
Nice.
Nice.
And I'm just going to start yelling at Orange. Dumb shadow bugger, pretty shitty looking guy to me. To him. And, yes.
Does he have to do a roll?
Must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Does that happen on his turn or your turn? Or right now?
On right now.
Right now.
Yep.
It's an instantaneous spell.
Let's see.
I don't know what that's supposed to.
You said wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Well, unless it's a single digit save, I think you're good.
Oh, cool. Yeah. No. I think it's usually what 10 plus your wisdom, your saving throw modifier.
Don't
So
worry,
it'd be
you're
11. It
good.
would have to make 11.
He didn't even hit 10, and that was a natural 5.
All right then. So he takes 1d4 psychic damage and has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes until the end of its next turn. So it takes 4 psychic damage.
Nice.
I'm just checking some stuff. Alrighty, and that was orange. Okay. And
also don't forget any of them who have Bane, you have to roll a d4 and subtract that from your rolls.
That's red, orange, and green.
okay.
Orange wasn't affected by it. It was red.
Yeah,
blue,
it's just
green.
blue and green have to do that.
Alright, so let's see. This I'm gonna do this for whatever Zephan just did. I can't disadvantage.
Vicious Mockery.
Vicious Mockery. And we'll just have to remember that that
Blue
one
and
was.
green.
I'll remember.
Yeah.
Writing a
We'll
note.
just remember everything else.
all the disadvantages we
Yeah, the -4. So that was a fun. Wait a second. If that was a -4, then
it's a -D4.
minus
-D4. So you roll a D4.
Blue. That would have been against blue, and blue attacked Lor.
Right.
So hold on.
Oh yeah.
Blue hit an 18 though, so unless
Well,
it's-
does a 16 still hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm only 13.
unless you rolled a 4, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I just want to make sure we're doing it right.
Yep.
No, I got you.
No, I would take those hit points back.
Alrighty.
Don't worry, your favorite goblin that you tried to murder.
Might save your
is
butt.
coming to your
Oh
rescue.
my gosh, that'll be so amazing.
Yeah.
As long as you survive green.
Yeah, which Green is not here to have a fun, heartwarming story about a goblin and an angry man. It's going to just go out and attack.
But it has a D4 of minus.
Yep.
Don't worry with that. It is an even lower single digit, and I think that is a miss. It's like it sensed story potential and is like, I can't ruin this. Yes, you can, Green. Get it together. Lor, how do you respond?
All right. I'm going to, since he missed, I'm going to trigger one of my battle maneuvers, my riposte, which allows me to take an attack back against him. So let me roll that. So that is 9 plus 4, 13.
That is a hit.
Oh,
All right. Yeah. And then I need to roll 2, 4, 2. That'll be 6 damage.
Alrighty. Yeah, it is a hurting. Okay. Is that the end of your turn, or?
That's just my reaction.
Okay.
Yep.
So, no, it's your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Now it's my turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So then, if I rotate down around blue, is that going to trigger a opportunity attack?
What do you mean, like go?
Like if I go like
Go
down
there?
here,
Um,
does that trigger
Yeah.
one on green?
Well, it's up to Dave, but
It technically would. It depends
Yeah,
on if you
okay.
want
But
to
I think
allow
if you
that or
just,
not.
I think if you
That's fine.
disengage, you should be fine.
But that's his action. Like if he
Yeah.
disengages,
Yeah.
then he can't do anything else.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm not going to. I won't do that. All right. So then I'm going to. We're gonna go after green since it sounds like he is pretty low. Let's roll this die. That is a 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. And that is 8 points of damage.
So how do you want to kill Green?
Nice.
They're what, like shadowy things?
Mm-hmm.
A
A good way to picture them is like the Heartless, like the same kind of substance from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I never played Kingdom Hearts, but
Yeah.
he just so Lore fights, or he dual wields short swords. So he kind of, raises both swords up to his side and just does like a power sweep both swords through the shadow being.
All right. And Green is no more.
Oof.
All right. And then for my second action, I'm going to expand another superiority dice, and I'm going to direct Ash to attack.
Oh.
So
you want me to do Word of Radiance, or do you want me to
yeah.
do something that's
Yep. No,
Right.
Ash, or so Lore turns to Ash and says, or says something effective. The radiant attacks are working. Keep hitting him with it, and so you can attack, and then I will roll a superiority dice to add to your damage if you hit.
all right? So it hits either way. It just depends on if they pass. So Word of Radiance again. So red and orange both have to roll a DC 13. But remember that they have a negative D4.
Yep.
So they have to roll a D4 on that.
Alrighty.
And then I
And
rolled.
Orange rolls with disadvantage.
Double disadvantage.
And I rolled
I
an
don't even know what that
additional.
means.
I rolled an additional
he has to roll
7
twice.
damage.
Oh wow.
Okay, so here we go.
Keep all of that straight, Dave. Remember all of the things.
Yep. Don't forget any of it.
What up?
I mean, you just kill them both now.
Okay, so and then what did you take? What did you take away, Lore?
A D4. Oh, what did?
No, numerically.
So if they if they fail,
They did.
they both failed. All right, so it is they hit 2 radiant damage plus
7.
how many? Plus 7.
So 9.
All right. How do you want to kill these two?
Nice.
So as Ash is just speaking this divine word, it's almost as if light begins swelling inside of both of these shadows, and it just erupts out of them.
Ugh.
And so these shadows just kind of like dissipate as like bright light comes through them from this divine word.
Yep, and they're just as a woman starts singing some weird song. But yeah, okay, let's get these guys off. I have to let you guys know, Red rolled a 4, and then with Bane I rolled a 4, so they had a 0, and then minus whatever else happened, that was a negative. The other one saved, but because it rolled disadvantage, it failed.
Amazing.
Nice. Nice.
So,
That's exciting.
and you know what? Everyone that was,
Team effort.
you know what? With that, I have to award the tactics. You all get advantage on that. So you all get a point of advantage if you don't have it yet. That was very smart playing. That could have killed. So
things were looking a little rough for
Yes,
a few rounds.
I have to award it. Like I have to award smart plays such as that.
So stressful.
So, but you still have Blue
One
here,
more.
who hasn't been touched. But anyway, it's Little Ash's turn.
All right, question for you real quick, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
If Little Ash were to fire his Eldritch Blast at Blue, would he have to move to, like, does he take any disadvantage because Lor's in front of him?
That's the thing. I can't remember if in D&D if that's
I don't think
a
there
thing.
is.
But it like it makes
like Pathfinder screwed me up.
Yeah, but like in my head it makes sense. Like to
I'll just bend over.
Okay, well if you roll natural 1, that's not going to be in a good place for Lore.
All right, well,
Go ahead.
This is what's happening. So, so Little Ash, Ash points at that shadow and says, "Blast him!" And Little Ash fires off. That is a 15.
That's a
Even though I
hit.
really would have enjoyed it if, when I moved my dice box, the 20 that rolled into it would have stayed there. So 15 to hit.
Still a hit.
And that is 4 points of force damage to Blue. And then Ash tells Little Ash healing light, and then Little Ash takes all of his healing light and heals Lore. And so that is 11 points of healing to Lore as a bonus action.
Nice. All right.
Man, if you guys didn't level up, you all be dead.
Yeah, we would.
At least Lor would. We would have lost one party member.
Yeah, well, if Lor went down, I don't know how quickly everyone else would be lasting. But
I don't know. I'm beefier than Lor.
Yeah.
And they weren't hitting me worth crap, so.
Yeah.
But if they did, that would have sucked. I would have had 11 strength for them to
Oh.
But yeah, Zevarra, it
All
is
right.
your turn.
So Zevarra's just gonna run in and try to hit them with her longsword. So she pulls out her longsword with both hands and, takes all of her strength to try and hit. Oh man, which dice? Oh, they're all rolling terrible tonight. Okay. That's a 14.
That's
14 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right, cool. So the D10 plus 3. That is a 10 points of just regular damage.
10 points of reg. Alrighty.
And then I think, what do I want to do? No, I'll stay.
Alrighty. And with that, we're at the top of the round. And Ash, it is your turn.
Ash is going to take a step. If I stepped here, Dave, does that make him get an AOE, or do I need to step
No.
here?
No, like what, for casting a spell, or?
Well, no. Just if I move into that square,
No, you don't
attack him.
No, you don't take AOEs moving into it. It's when you leave.
Oh, it's only if I move out. Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna cast Eldritch Blast,
Oh, okay. I don't have to roll.
and that is that's not great. Does a 10 hit?
No, it does not.
Ugh.
All
Don't you have an inspiration point?
You do have an inspiration point.
Oh, I do. So we're gonna use my inspiration. We're gonna re-roll that, and that is worse.
Oh no!
Oh, jeez.
So that was a 6 on my inspiration. So that's all right.
Oh.
I like it.
But that's not the end of my turn.
I wish it was.
Let me just see what I can do with this spell. If it is, no, it's not bonus action. Cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my healing light now. Lor, how much are you down?
I am at 19 of 36 currently.
Okay, I'm gonna use 3 of my healing light. Let me just make sure how many healing light I actually have. It's my warlock level +1, so I actually think I have 4. So I'll hit you with 4. I'm gonna hit you with 4d6 to give you some life. So that is 15 plus 6, so that
Sheesh.
is 21 healing to Lor to end my turn.
That maxes me out.
I just remembered something. Did we ever roll HP for Little Ash? Because he technically leveled up too.
I don't remember.
Yes,
I don't
he
remember.
has 22, so he's
Okay, I couldn't remember if we did that.
he's higher than he was.
He's growing some muscles.
Yeah, he was definitely less than 22 before last time, so I think he got up.
Alright, so Blue is going to, since the last person, well, you know what? You're all in range. Let's see who he's going to attack. Okay, 1, 2, Ash, 3, 4, Lor, 5, 6, Zevarra. That's a 1.
Right.
And he's like, if you could speak Shadow, like when you get the New Game Plus and Near, you would probably hear the words of "How dare you heal my target?" and is gonna swipe out at you. How does a 15 sound?
Just hits me.
Excellent. Wait, There's no weird disadvantage,
had-
-4, John
No,
Ski.
no, no.
What's blue?
Blue is
Not
blue
for
got
blue,
hit. So you have a 1d4 on attack rolls, right?
Blue is on Dane. Blue is Bane. I'm pretty sure. It was
Oh,
blue
yes,
and
yeah.
green, right?
Yeah, it was blue and green.
Yeah.
So Dave, if you roll a 1, you still hit me, but if you roll anything higher than a 1, you miss on your d4.
I'll just put these attack dice back down and we'll move on. Zephan, what do you want to do?
Bane is the best.
Ash just says,
I-
"Thanks, Zevarra." as he just like barely misses me while he swipes.
I
onto
like
his
to
phone.
imagine like it was going through and then like the Bane like made its hand like disintegrate as it was swiped.
Yeah, like Zevarra just
love
like
it.
puts her hand out as she like sees it happening, and it like just dissipates.
This worked really well last time, so I'm just gonna yell at this thing again.
Nice.
Be like, "Yo, mama's so shady. When she went to the beach, she got sued for sucking up all the sunshine."
And you just like huh? Just looks at you. But it's gonna have to wait like 3 hours for it to attack again. Lor, what do you want to do?
It's gotta roll. Its
You gotta
disadvantage
roll.
Oh, I don't
throwing
want-
stuff, my man.
But take a D4 away.
I failed.
All right then. It takes another 4 damage. 4 psychic damage.
Nice.
And now has disadvantage until the end of its next turn.
Okay, well, it might be a disadvantage for the rest of its life, but let's find out, Lor.
All right, Laura's just gonna go ahead and straight attack. Just hit with the short sword again. Let's see, that is I cannot read. 9. That's probably not gonna hit.
No, it does not.
All right, then bonus action. Ah, dear Lord, 9 again.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that does not hit. Hey, but maybe you can take some notes from Little Ash because it's his turn.
Yeah, and so Little Ash puts one hand on Lor and looks at him as if to say like, "I got you, big guy," and then with his other hand casts Eldritch Blast at Blue and does not get him because the 3 does not hit.
Ugh.
Let me just see if there's anything else I can do on his turn. What's that? No. Actually, hold on. What is this one?
I don't know. I can't see a sheet.
No, he doesn't. No, he had a thing. I just
Yeah.
seeing if he was allowed to do anything with it. No, that's his turn. All right. And then he just like mockingly.
He just sheepishly
Would
looks
this
back.
be considered a beast?
I
No, it's
don't
not an
think
animal.
so.
Never mind.
No,
I was gonna say he was just gonna say something in shadow at it.
it's
But he
considered
just
undead.
says some sort of he just says some sort of
Wait, really?
insult towards the shadow in
Yeah.
Goblin.
Yeah, Josh was the only one that did a knowledge check on it. Like,
Yeah, I got my -1.
so
Everything
No
else I
time for thinking. Just
figured out
slash.
after it disintegrated when I hit it.
but yeah. Next up is Zevarra.
All right, I'm gonna just try to hit it with my sword again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see here. I'm assuming a 10 does not hit.
You would be correct.
All right.
Oh, I have to start the music
So-
back up.
You do also have inspiration if you want to reroll.
That's true.
I actually have it as well, but I keep forgetting.
I know you remember it for everyone. Okay, I'll use my
Mhm.
inspiration and reroll
Excellent.
just to see if I can do another.
It's all part of my plan. Just get you guys to spend all your inspiration points.
All right,
Okay.
that's better.
You got my email.
That's a 19.
Okay, that's a hit.
All right, so so she like still kind of like in motion, like swipes back up with her long sword. It moves out of the way and then comes back down Where's my D10? And that'll be a hold on. That'll be a not great. A 5 damage.
Okay. It's still up.
Ugh.
Alrighty. Ash, it is your turn.
So Ash starts to kind of like, you see his stance kind of like stiffen, and he brings both of his hands up as if he's going to cast a spell. And then as he's doing this, he raises his tail, and his staff that has the crystal on the end of it begins to glow, and his eyes begin to glow as he is casting what's it called? Thaumaturgy. So he's thaumaturgying, and he's just like, "Ugh," and then he casts agonizing blast.
Oh no.
And so that is a 14 to hit.
That's a hit.
And then he
Does it do damage at all?
Yeah, it has +3, and then it's a D10. So
I was just gonna say you don't have to roll
11
damage.
points of damage.
It had 1 hit point left.
and just like he has shattered goblins in the past, this shadow, starting at the top of where the blast hits it, just disintegrates into nothingness as the shadow just disperses as the light from his agonizing blast. So this is like almost, I would like to say, like there's like red or emerald. There are emerald crackles in this blast. So it's like a white force blast with like emerald crackles kind of in it as it just like hits, and it just disperses the as it disperses the shadow.
It just like hits me all in the face.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really, really hoping to see a shadow die to an insult.
You were close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but well played, everybody. I will let anyone who would want to now, out of the heat of the battle, to roll Arcana to see if they can learn anything about these creatures.
I'll roll Arcana because I want to know what I want to know. I don't have a good Arcana score though, so let's see what happens. Well, it just went right out of my box. So different dice it is then.
Is Ash allowed to re-roll?
Yeah,
Dave, now
yeah,
that he's...
yeah. Like you're not in the heat of battle, and you get your wits back together.
I rolled a
That is
16.
only
16?
A 12.
12. All right. Oh, did Ash roll 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled 15.
15. Okay. Yeah. So pretty much. Yeah. So Ash and Zevarra, you like everyone knows that what you guys just faced was a creature called a shadow, which pretty much the reason why you guys didn't see them earlier is like they have a very high stealth score, and they're undead, and another thing, I don't know if this is helpful at all or anything, but they are chaotic evil. They have just a bunch of stuff going on through them, as Lor can probably attest to the fact that they're able to drain strength. However, Lor and Zephan, you guys remember maybe something that Susan told you in passing, is that not only are these things very weak in sunlight, their strength absorbing like drain pretty much if you guys are able to take a rest anywhere, you will regain your what was lost. So that's up to you if you want to hole up in here or just keep pushing, but that is what you notice.
I want to walk up and join the group and just be like, I told you We should be careful and sneaky.
Lor looks at Zephan and says, "Noted.
Okay.
That was my fault."
All right.
I also
go ahead.
suggest we take a short rest.
Should we try to? Zephan will go. That sounds great. Should we look for a little bit more of a secure location than a hallway with 4 entrances and exits?
Well, can we go back up into this room that we were just in that we know is clear? Or one of these side rooms?
You can go wherever you want. I will say though, you guys all notice, like it's very easy to see that there's 3 glass vials of like this dark crimson kind of ichor that is lying on the floor.
I am going to use Mage Hand Ledgermane to snag one of them and slide it over towards me.
All right. Yeah.
So it just invisible hand, so nobody sees it. Just one of the vials just like slides over to me, and I'll just pick it up and look at it and like stick it in my bag.
Yep.
Dave,
You have
can
it.
I do I sense any magic on it or anything?
Yep. It is. You can sense magic.
Okay. Can I sense anything more on it? As I'm using detect magic, am I figuring out any sort of like what type of magic it is, or like where it's coming from?
The liquid inside the ichor is definitely magical.
Okay. Can I make a roll on it to see if I know what it is?
Yeah. You can do Arcana. Arcana would fit.
Okay. Let me get up onto that.
Your Arcana rolls have been so great this time.
Arcana or medicine, like whatever one.
Either way, it's a 10.
A 10? That's good enough. You realize that this is... I gotta remember what it's actually called. Potion... That all 3 of them are potions of greater healing.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice. Ash, do you share that information?
Oh yeah. As soon as I just kind of tell you, hey guys, this is a magical potion. It looks a lot like greater healing.
So Zevarra walks over and picks up the other one and then like goes over to Lor and hands it to him and says, "This might be helpful for you to hang on to."
Lor kind of chuckles and says, "Thanks."
Then Ash will use his mage hand to pick up the 3rd vial and hold on to it.
Yep. Yeah, they're all the same. So.
Cool.
Alrighty. But yeah, you notice that like yeah, like either that was like embedded in them or whatever reason, but it's just for some reason 3 of them dropped. You don't know if maybe that last final attack that was like pretty much like the internal explosion of one destroyed its core but yeah.
Is this right here? I don't know how to make the little
The
thing
ping?
here. The ping.
You just
Just click
Oh,
on
yeah,
hold.
yeah.
Start here?
No, this right here. Is that a doorway?
Oh
I
no, that's
can't tell.
it's a wall.
It's a wall. Okay.
Yeah, I can do a little bit better. Jump. There you go.
Okay.
I'm gonna suggest to the party. Zephan's gonna say, hey, what if we go back into that room?
Yeah, that's what.
Well,
Yeah.
we're kind of here. It's got one entrance. It's got the window, but as long as we stay away from the window, we should be good. They'll kind of give us a spot to like rest up. We have a door.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Zevarra agrees. Starts slowly, quietly making her way in here.
Okay.
So as the party starts moving over there, Lor walks over to little Ash and kneels down and
kills him.
he looks at him for a long time in silence, and then finally says, I may have been wrong about you. And then he pats him on the head and stands up and walks away into the room.
And
Like Aesheon's just like holding on to his like little Papa Heart, just watching this happen.
Oh my gosh, so much growth.
And a lot of frustration he's held towards Lor kind of like falls off his shoulders.
Oh.
and little Ash like whispers in your ear, slightly less angry, man? Question mark?
Dave, question: does this door open into the room or out of the room?
In. Rolls
In.
rolls in.
All right. As soon as everybody's in here, I'm gonna take out a spike and like wedge that door shut, like as if it's a door stopper.
Good call. Okay. So, while we're short resting, let me see if I get anything back. I guess like Zevarra recognizing that she also was part of the like kind of just barrel forward and try to find the basement plan. Kind of like sheepishly a little bit steps back and says, I think we need a better way. What are we doing? What are we trying to accomplish? I thought this was going to be a mirror, and it's not. We haven't come across anything that we recognize. I'm not even sure really what we're doing here if we can't find the kids.
We need some kind of direction, because otherwise we're just walking around aimlessly. We could be, stuck in here for days. I don't know if it's better to try and just get out of the building and reorient. And clearly things here are in a lot worse state than back in our own world. I don't know if that's going to be helpful, if we just kind of figure out what the general status of this world is, and maybe we can find somebody or we can interrogate somebody, but this wandering around is just going to send us into more shadows.
I'm going to pointedly point towards the window without looking, or I'm going to point in the general direction of the window without looking up there and go, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to leave the building. Just saying.
Lor nods and said, good point, fair point.
Ash is just kind of like, his head's down because he's just kind of processing what everyone's saying, and just kind of like raises his head up and just goes, the kids are our priority. Let's rest and then keep looking. And then I think he like kind of stops himself for a second and says, but we can as a group figure out what our plan is going forward. And then he goes over to like this corner and then just kind of like sits back with little Ash, and he casts lesser restoration on little Ash since they're about to rest, to take away his sickened condition.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, yeah, I think we just keep exploring until we find the kids, and as long as we can remember how to get back out of here, get the kids, get out, get paid. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom.
So it hurts me a little bit, so use this, but I can... I am able to know any undead in our area. If the gods are willing, and I hate asking them, but I could go ahead of us and sense any shadow creatures along our path.
What is the range of that ability?
60 feet.
Okay.
I have something that might actually help with that. We can discuss that.
When would you like to discuss that?
At some point.
Okay. Man of mystery. Super
I-
helpful.
I enjoy the idea of you going ahead detecting things. I might be able to provide some support. Just put it that way.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's probably worth going for. I don't think we want to run into another pack like that again. I don't know how many times we can withstand that. So if there's something to warn them off while we kind of just blindly walk through this area, that's going to be in our best interest.
So Zevarra quietly walks over to the corner and kind of sits with her back away from the group and takes out her necklace and just closes her eyes and starts to pray to Kaj. And her prayer sounds a little halting and a bit unwilling, but she says, I know you and I are not on the best of terms right now. But I also know, well, you keep telling me that you're here when I need you. And here's the thing, it's not just about me this time. So if you could help, please activate the divine sense in me to be able to see these creatures as we go. And then she just waits.
Okay.
And for the rest of the time, I'm just going to go over and read books.
Okay. Ash and Lor, I want you guys to both roll. Let's see, an investigation. I think that would be just looking through all the skills. There was a dungeoneering skill, that'd be really great. But no, roll investigation. I think that's the best thing that will work for this.
That is a 5 for Ash.
Okay.
He's already resting, so he's not even really focused.
Laura, are you rolling?
Sorry, hold on one second.
Yep, no problem.
That is a 11.
Okay, that is enough. You are able to piece together that hallway is very similar to the place where you and Ash popped out in the non-mirror world. And back in the mansion. You guys came up to the 3rd floor and I think peeked through one of the doors and saw a hallway and didn't go down and went back. And you guys are you were able to piece that together, that if this mansion lines up, you are on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, so let me. Okay, so Zevarra is praying. Lor is recovering. Excuse me. And then what? Ash is kind of dozing, resting, sort of.
Ash is just taking a short rest.
Okay.
So he's basically meditating, right? He's half he's kind of sleeping, but he's really just kind of laying back on the wall with his eyes closed.
I was looking for little Ash's token. I was like, where is he? Put him in this room.
We left him somewhere. There he is.
There he is. Okay. And I think we said, yeah, so his sickness or nausea or whatever it was is gone. As soon as I find, there it is. Alright, I said unclick it, thank you. So he's kind of good. Okay, so everyone is a little bit distracted, we'll say. Let's see.
That doesn't sound good.
I want everyone to roll that once too. I won't force you. If you are like kind of focused on resting and stuff, you don't have to, but make a perception check.
I'm not. I'm just
Little Ash is gonna roll a perception check.
Little Ash is not rolling a perception check.
Oh,
Well, then that one.
okay, that makes sense.
Yes, Little Ash is doing something. I'm just seeing who sees
Okay.
it. So-
I rolled
Ash
a
will roll a perception check to
13.
see if anything happens.
okay.
Yep. Ash rolled a natural 1.
I rolled a nat one.
Yeah.
I've got a 7.
7. All right.
So I rolled a 13.
Okay. So actually, Laura and Zevarra, you both see this. Like maybe Ash, you're just kind of recollecting yourself and kind of just dozing off. Also, goblins are like super sneaky, and Zephan, you are in your books.
+6.
What? +6. Yes.
You get the +6 to stealth.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But okay. First off, I want to say, so Zephan, you actually, while reading the books, why don't you do an investigation, see if you see anything, if anything pops out.
In the books, or?
Yeah, while you're reading, you said you were reading the books.
Yep.
You know,
Well,
what's your number? Yeah.
throwing this dice away. Like,
Put it in
actually,
dice
literally.
journal.
Hey, you're taking
Yeah.
your time. You're not rushed. Like, so what did you roll?
I rolled so 6. Total of 6.
Okay, so this text, the reason why you're maybe not able to pick it up really weird is that it's all backwards. Like, like it's mirrored. And so, so while you're reading this text and stuff, and it's like you're able to put it together because you're taking so much, like really focusing on there, but you are like, you read that there is like it just says something on the lines of the king, or sorry, not the king, that's the wrong title, the Buckbear. I'm trying to remember what the title of Buckberries had.
Sheriff?
No.
No.
Lord.
Yeah,
It was Lord Buckberry.
Yeah.
The Lord, it looks like it's like a journal that you kind of picked up, and it's like a general thing where it's just like, the Lord went and stashed, and then it's like kind of indescribable, but it's like, of great blank in the armory, which we moved to second floor.
Oh gosh. Of course Zephan is reading this.
All right. So,
I might be taking more short rests.
yeah, so you're in there, Ash. Ash, I don't want to say what your character's doing. What do you think the reason why your character is so distracted right now that you're not noticing little Ash?
So he's just kind of like half dozing off. So he spent a lot of his energy on, right, like, we'll just say that like he's never been in a combat like that before. So he's just drained from all of this like divine energy that has like left him, and then that last agonizing blast, that last Eldritch Blast he casted, like he'd never casted it like that before, and so like just the energy, celestial energy he had to use, just kind of like wiped him, and so he's just distracted by just the entirety of this whole thing, right? Like the fact that he just had peace for the first time in his existence, going through the mirror realm, right? Like, so he's trying to like process all the stuff that just happened, And so his head's just back on the wall, and his eyes are closed, and his mind is just replaying this entire like thing that's happening right now.
All right. Yeah. So you're kind of like, yeah, replaying, kind of not paying attention to what's happening in the room. And Zevarra and Lor, you guys look up. Like maybe you guys like you, Zevarra, you finish your prayer, and Lor, like you, like kind of, you know, like you're just finishing putting everything together. You guys see, oh, there we go. That little Ash is looking out the window with his hand on it.
Oh no.
And he's just like, there's no, like, it looks like he's having a conversation, but you don't hear any words. And let's see, Zevarra, you rolled, wait, Lor rolled an 11. Zevarra, what, and Zevarra, what did you roll?
I rolled a 13.
13? Okay.
Yeah,
you guys would both notice, like, his eyes are rolled back in his head.
Oh gosh, Zevarra literally runs over to the window and just grabs him. Like, she just tries to like pick him up and pull him away from the window.
Mm-hmm.
Lor walks over to Ash and puts his hand on his shoulder and shakes him and just points at little Ash.
If I can grab him, like if he doesn't fight me,
no,
I'm
he
just,
doesn't
like,
fight.
holding him.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so I just like pull him away from the window.
And with that, little Ash kind of, can I roll to like know what, like would I know what's happening, Dave, by looking at little Ash? Is it something that little Ash and I both do? Or is it something, or does it look...
This seems a little abnormal, like even for what you would do. But you can, like,
can I roll real quick to see if I know what's happening?
Yeah.
To him, and then I can act. Because if I know what's happening, I'm not gonna do what my brain wants to do. But if I don't, then
do Arcana.
Okay. That is a 20.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
So, like, with the information you have, you can tell that he was communicating with something. The thing is, that is not the way you communicate. Well, it's been revealed to Takal. Like, Takal has a very personal and in-person conversation. He doesn't talk through mirrors and shades and like other dimensions. So whatever Ash was communicating, little Ash was communicating with something. Whether he knows what he was talking with or not, that's you're gonna have to ask him. But
so Ash will try to stop Zevarra from grabbing him, like kind of throwing himself in the way of Zevarra, and he'll just put his...
I already have him. I'm already holding
You already have him?
Yeah. Like, okay. You were woken up after she pulled him away.
Okay. So then Ash will stand in front of little Ash to try to break whatever connection was happening.
It's broken. Yeah. Like, once he was pulled away, it's broken. And
so then
like in a couple seconds, like it looks like his eyes like kind of refocus, and it's like they come back, and he's just like, oh.
Who are you talking to? What just happened? What did you see?
Alright. They said they were friend. And I don't know. It was like that the brown drink that bookman over there makes. But it wasn't brown. I don't think he would taste very good. But or she or it, but it was liquid. But it told me. It told me that other small ones are here?
The children?
Mm-hmm.
Was it scary?
No. It was friend.
Oh, good. So we have a coffee slime monster that is now speaking to our to our goblin
will
friend
ask,
here.
Little Ash, did she say where they were?
Down. Like, so remember when we came in? Like I was about to say something that was way smarter than Ash, not Little Ash would have said. When we went in Big House, down there, when we came in not this place, they told me it's the same.
The basement. The place we were trying to get to.
Mm-hmm. But they warned me that there's a not nice down there.
Oh, did they say what the not nice was like?
No, just mean.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't sound encouraging.
Also not encouraging that there's a coffee sludge monster speaking through the window.
No, their name's Friend.
That's their name?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what they called themselves.
Well, let's all take that with a grain of salt.
Grain of coffee.
Zevarra just kind of like squeezes little Ash and just says it's nice that you're so trusting, and then puts him down.
Mm-hmm. And then, so far as you put him down, you hear in your ear, "Trust is something that is kind of needed more the most. You asked. I'm here." By the way, Zephan is the only one that hears this voice.
So what everyone else sees is as she kind of puts him down, her body goes a little bit rigid. It's enough that you can see something is either startling or upsetting her, and she kind of straightens up and turns around, and in her head she speaks back and she says, "Trust is gained, not given. But thank you for hearing me."
Oh, don't worry. I give all my children as much as I can. But if you want something else given, well, I would believe what the little one says. There is, as what you mortals would call an evil. You might want to prepare. You might want to talk to everyone before leaving. But what can I say? Trust is earned. Later, daughter. And then you don't hear anything else.
Yeah. So Zevarra turns around and she says, "I can see where the shadows are. And I think we should trust the coffee sledge. I think there's something bad coming. And we need to be on top of our game."
Let's call it there.
Yeah.
When it's getting late, the music stopped at a good point, and I think you guys just need to think of what you want to do. You guys got a lot of information. Yeah.
Man, just finished one big battle. Dave, you save 11 sessions. We fight once, and then in the span of 2 sessions, we're gonna have our worst battles.
Hey, at least I allowed you to level up.